Welcome to the sixth and last video of chapter 2. In the previous video, we have looked at supply chain strategic fit. Now we are going to look at strategic fit scope, which will get into deeper into this. So when we talked about supply chain, we have talked about two aspects. One is from the customer point of view, and another is supply chain capability. And we have mentioned in the first chapter that the objective of supply chain management is to maximize the supply chain surplus, which means profit of the mines, profit of the steel plant, profit of the manufacturer, profit of the product manufacturer and of the retailer. Now we look at more deeper into this. That is to look at one of these, what is to be done inside the product manufacturer to achieve the strategic fit. What is to be done by a component manufacturer inside its own operation. What the mines need to do inside its operation and what the steel plant need to do inside the operation. In a company, inside the company, there are several operations. For the manufacturer, the operations could be purchase, production, stock and distribution, sales, transport, market research, research and development, finance, and management. So when we say that supply chain should be aligned to get the maximum for everyone, so it is not only between what this party should do with each other, but also each one of them have to also internally align their operation so as to achieve supply chain strategy. So what we have shown here is intercompany. Now we are going to look at interfunctional, which means marketing, operations, and HR, purchase, product development, and finance and accounting. Another is intra-functional, which means within production, we are going to look at inventory, we are going to look at production, material handling, storage, and other operations. The aim of intra-functional is to maximize company profit. That is what every company does. The functional strategies of a company, these need to be developed to align with one another and with the competitive strategy. We have seen that competitive strategy of a company can be of two kinds. Either it is differentiation, which aims to garner more revenue, or it is cost leadership, which is to minimize the cost. The strategies, functional strategies of the company should also be aligned with that. Only then the company can achieve its competitive strategy. So if these functional strategies are not aligned with that, there is going to be a mismatch and the company is going to lose its focus as well as its position in the marketplace. So focus is on maximize company profit. Now also look at intra-functional, which means within marketing there are many functions, within operations there are several functions, within production there are several operations, within finance there are several operations. When it comes to operations within a function, the focus should be on minimize total functional cost. And all operations on the firm, they should focus on reducing total functional cost. Let us look at this diagram. We have suppliers, then we have manufacturer, we have a distributor, we have a retailer, and then we have got a customer. When we look at this way, we are talking about supply chain. This part, goods are moving largely in this direction, and each one of these entities, they may have their own competitive strategy, and apart from that, they can also have their own functional strategies like product development strategy, supply chain strategy, and marketing strategy. So a supplier can have that, a manufacturer can have that, distributor can have that, and retailer can also have that. Not only the competitive strategies of all these should be aligned, not only the marketing strategies of these should be aligned, as far as supply chain management is concerned, these should also be aligned. Not only that, it should be aligned with different entities, but within an entity also. Let us take distributor. Within an entity of distributor, for supply chain strategy, this should also be aligned with the operations which are there in the distributor. So what is the role of the distributor? Distributor is the person who gets goods from the manufacturer and ships it to the retailer. The kind of infrastructure that the distributor puts in, it affects its costs and also responsiveness to the retailer. So if the distributor has got large number of warehouses, it helps the retailer great because he can get the goods at a shorter period. But large number of warehouses adds to the cost of the distributor. So distributor should also look at not how to work along with the retailer and manufacturer, but its own internal operation which are affecting the supply chain, that also it should be concerned with, and in that which is called intra-operation, it should try to minimize those costs. So with this, we complete chapter number 2 on achieving strategic fit, and the next chapter number 3, it deals with supply chain drivers and metrics. Thank you.